Okay, Friday night, the last Friday of the month, and we are live and going. Thanks for joining us. We are a little behind tonight thanks to some technical difficulties, but again, consider it 9:30 all the same. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austen Onek with an update on what's going on with your forecast into the weekend, and the possibility of some more showers and thunderstorms out there could be a bit of an issue Saturday night into Sunday. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a little bit. Our West Shore home picture of the day, weather almanac, a look at the Lookouts' first game of a doubleheader tomorrow to replace the game that was rained out on Thursday. We'll take a look at that forecast in just a little bit, and your extended forecast into next week. Got to say, May is looking excellent, no problem at all as we get into the next couple of days. Showers and a few thunderstorms possible, but just not really looking at too much of anything in the way of major concerns for right now. Island Cove, Marina and Resorts, showing again some pretty quiet conditions. Sorry about the reflections that you see there. If we didn't have those reflections, you could clearly see the constellation of Orion sinking in the western skies. Beautiful night for a little bit of stargazing out there. Go to the, whoops, excuse me one second here. Don't mean to lean in too close to the camera, but want to make sure that everybody can see what we're talking about for right now. Had a lot of rainfall earlier today, but not seeing too much of a major concern again for the time being as we get some very quiet conditions out there for driving for tonight. It looks like our cameras are having some issues as well. From Lee Point, Highway 153 and Highway 64 interchange, everything moving along quite nicely there. And want to take a look at one of our other places that had a pretty severe backup earlier today. 75 northbound all the way on over to 24 west. That again clear for right now and very much on the dry side, so decently quiet and not seeing any problems out there. Just before 10 o'clock, temperatures are mild. It's a beautiful evening. Got again the rain swept out of the picture, so looking dry for now, and those southwesterly winds keeping the temperatures up into the rest of the forecast. We'll talk more about that in just a little bit. Rain chances pretty much gone. There are a few sprinkles taking place right along the Tennessee-North Carolina state line, moving over into western North Carolina. Really not much of anything else taking place for right now. And again, doubtful we're going to be seeing too much of anything else for tonight. Now again, the moisture out there for right now, more into the higher levels, not seeing anything spreading on through, but still some of those speckles around western areas of North Carolina, eastern Monroe County in the News 12 viewing area. It's again got a little bit of a concern for Sunday as our next storm system gets geared up back to the west of us. That'll be moving on through into late Saturday and again on Sunday. We'll talk more about that coming up here in just a little bit. Let's take a look at the almanac page and show you again what we're looking for rainfall purposes for today. We did manage to pick up a fraction of an inch very early on. It wasn't all that much, but every little bit helps, especially when you are still behind for both the month and the year. Yesterday's and the day before that, Wednesday and Thursday's rainfall really helped to put more rain back in the rain gauge, so we'll take whatever we can get. Yes, it's a mess driving on the roadways, but it does again help us out where it comes to drought and wildfire danger out there. Bishop Bob, thanks for checking in. Thanks for watching the show from back over toward Memphis territory. Hope everything's going well over that direction, and say hello to Mr. Josh for me. Hope he's doing well as well. Very much closer to where we should be for this time of the year, back in the upper 70s for highs, 10 degrees below a record high temperature, so not that hot, fortunately. Very much on the springtime side of things, so staying that way for next couple of days. Temperatures will be warm, but getting a little warmer out there. Didn't really have so much of a submission as just kind of borrowed this picture from the Chattanooga Lookout's Twitter feed, looking out over AT&T Field, looking over towards Signal Mountain off in the distance and across the Tennessee River, that direction from downtown Chattanooga, getting ready for tonight's game against the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Thank you very much for that. And last I heard, the Trash Pandas were leading in somewhere about the midpoint of the game, so hopefully we'll get some more runs going on there. If you've got pictures that you'd like to send to us, please do so. Again, pictures at WDEF.com, or drop everything to Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. We'll find you out there and give you more details, and put your picture in the West Shore home weather window picture of the day. We've got the storm system that was giving us the rainfall and the breezy conditions out there the last couple of days. That moisture is now gone, heading back over to the east of us, and will continue that direction through the course of the evening. And that, as it moves away, will allow another storm system to move in. This one will give us the potential of showers and thunderstorms into Sunday, early Saturday, late, somewhere in there. And then our next storm system behind that one is going to sweep on through and give us the potential of some drier and milder conditions across much of the area. So looking good into the weekend, the midpoint of the weekend, that's where we may see some problems out there. So for right now into tonight and very early tomorrow morning, pleasant on the cool side, dry, mostly clear, but there will be the patchy possibility of some fog across much of the area. Then for about Saturday evening, again, we should come very close to about 80 degrees tomorrow, and by late afternoon, early evening, we may see some stray showers developing. I don't think it's going to be that bad, but it will still be a possible problem for baseball. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Overnight, Saturday into Sunday, that's where we see the next storm system coming through, and that'll give us the next best chance of some rainfall. That could linger through about dawn patrol on Sunday morning, so your trip to Sunday school or church could be a little sloppy out there, and then winding the weekend up as that next storm system comes on through. Notice the winds at this time have switched over to the west-northwest, and that'll give us some drier conditions. The computer under these models, under very dry weather coming on through, has a tendency to take any possibility of cloud cover and throw in the potential of rainfall. So I think the computer is being very over-eager where it comes to any chance of rainfall. But as we live in those mountain areas, forcing that air upwards over the top of those mountains where we live could generate a few orographic lifted cells, and that could be maybe a few of these showers that the computer is thinking about. But otherwise, not a major concern for anything involving showers or thunderstorms. But after that, we'll get into some very cool weather going back to school and back to work on Monday morning. For the rest of the weekend, again, here's what we're looking for right now. Potential of rainfall will be best Saturday night into Sunday morning, and so far, again, we'll get to the severe weather chances, which are not great at this time. Very warm for Saturday, cooler over the next few days, staying in the high 60s to lower 70s as that Canadian air from that last system over southwestern Canada rips on through. So we could see some fairly breezy conditions. I don't think we're going to be looking at anything in the way of wind advisories, at least for now, but if that changes, we'll let you know. Either way, from Sunday afternoon onwards all the way through next Friday morning, very dry, lots of sunshine, no problems being seen. Back across the area next Friday, that's where we could see the potential of our next active weather scenario, and it may be a potential of some heavier weather, but right now we're just going to mark it down with showers and a few thunderstorms possible. There's just nothing out there when it comes to anything involving severe weather, and hopefully it stays that way. I think we've had enough of a busy season as it is. So for tonight, chances of any severe weather not existent for us. The best possibility will be down toward about Houston, Texas, and that is going to be about it. Some thunderstorms east and southeast of us, and that's going to be about all that we see there. Now going into Sunday or Saturday, there will be the best potential of stray showers and thunderstorms, especially in the afternoon and evening. And then down to the south of us, that's where we see that slight risk of severe weather. Florida, Georgia, extreme southeastern Alabama, that's going to be the best possibility. For us here, this pale green color just shows, again, the possibility of generic thunderstorms, and that should just about do it. Now, toward about Sunday, that threat begins to wind down, and we see little of anything taking place outside of just some thunderstorms, and that mainly east of the Chattanooga area. And then for the rest of the area back to the west, that dry air settles through, so little of anything really going on anytime soon for us, which is, again, really great news all the way on through, so not seeing a problem there. Now, for tomorrow into around Saturday, the game yesterday for Thursday was canceled because the field conditions were just too soggy and there was rain and thunderstorms around. So the officials of the game decided to cancel Thursday's game, reschedule it as a doubleheader for Saturday. So the first game kicking off at about 5:15, we'll see Mostly cloudy skies, winds fairly light out of the southwest, and temperatures pretty mild. But as the games plural, the end of the first one and the beginning of the second game go onwards, there will be more chances of showers out there, and depending on how late this doubleheader goes, I would not be surprised to see some thunderstorms out there. Now, for right now, we're keeping the rain delay chances very much on the low side, but as we go into tomorrow, we'll have a better idea as to what we're looking at for showers and thunderstorms coming on through, so we may have to raise the rain delay chances up a bit. I don't think we're going to see a total washout, but I think we may see again some delays out there possible over the course of the two games coming up. Sunday's game looks very nice, no problem whatsoever. Sunday looking at lots of sun mixed with clouds, some showers early, but most of those should be going away, so hopefully not a problem for the game on Sunday afternoon. Saturday, the farther we go into the evening, the better chances of rainfall there will be and the better chance of a rain delay. So for right now, it doesn't really look like too much to be concerned about. So for the time being, again, we're looking at pretty good conditions out there. For Saturday, for most of Saturday, going out to catch a round of golf, get away from the Gophers out there. Not much of a problem. Winds light out of the east, and that means, again, some pretty good conditions for hitting that straight, non-sliding to one side or the other golf ball going around out there. So looking good there for the most part. And into the rest of the weekend, again, Saturday night and Sunday, that'll be our next best chance of anything involving showers and thunderstorms. Questions, concerns, comments, complaints, if you absolutely must. You can find me out there someplace. I'm on various social media websites. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Counter Social, Mastodon. Hit me up for a game of chess on lichess.org or on chess.com. My handle is my amateur radio address if you'd like to fill out more on that. And of course, we'll have more at wdef.com, keeping you updated as to what's going on out there through the rest of the weekend and beyond. That's also where you can pick up the forecast. Meteorologist Todd Heislip will have your forecast Saturday night. I will be in for Todd on Sunday night because Todd will be working Monday morning because Chip will be taking the day off for some stuff that he has to do. So we'll have kind of a fruit basket upset this weekend and into early next week, but hopefully should not be a problem elsewhere out there for right now. Again, get the forecast through the weekend, wdef.com/weather. And again, any concerns, email me at aonek@wdef.com. That'll wrap it up for Friday night. Thanks for joining us. We'll have an updated forecast again through the weekend online, and stay tuned for all the forecast on air. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austen Onek. Thanks for joining us for Friday night's edition of Weather Overtime. Keep it tuned to News 12 on air and online through the weekend for further updates. Thanks for joining us.